Moving beyond the legal question here.
Thank you.
Just to follow up with John. Moving beyond the legal question here, this is an issue of judgment about who you guys wanted in your administration. There were published reports that your potential national security advisor had dealings with the government of Turkey, a controversial regime at this moment in time. Congressman Cummings sent a letter to Mike Pence during the transition informing him of this and raising a red flag. Mr. Pence was on television, I believe yesterday, saying twice that he had no knowledge of that letter.
That's right. No, that's not. Hold on. Stop. Hold on. No. But before you accuse the vice president of certain things,
yeah.
No. What he said was that he was not aware of the filing. Just so we're clear, and he wasn't. Thank you.
But
Go on.
just in terms of the larger question here, forget about filling out forms and the legalisms here. What does this say about the transition team's judgment about still appointing him as national security advisor when you had knowledge of this information?
No, but you're asking me, forget about the legalisms. That's what we ask people to do, is follow the law. You can't forget about the legalisms. That's what you said. And what I'm saying is that's what we did. They consulted a lawyer, which everyone who had something of, is advised to do. That lawyer consulted the transition lawyer, who said it is your job to consult the appropriate lawyers.
Beyond the legal issues. I'm saying in terms of, we're moving beyond the issue of the papers here. We're talking about the judgment that the president, the vice president, and your team made to select this man as national security advisor when you had information that he had these dealings with Turkey. Why did you guys still make that decision?
What dealings are you referring to? The fact that he had a client. He was also the head of the Department of the Defense Intelligence Agency, unbelievably qualified, 40 years in the military with impeccable credentials. I mean, so what is it that what is exactly are you getting at? Because so far he has impeccable credentials. He had a stellar career in the military, widely respected, and I think for you to sort of impugn his integrity.
President Pence said that yesterday, that he wouldn't have.
But there was no disclosure at the time. And the question is that if his counsel worked with whomever he worked with and determined that he didn't, that's up to him. But it was up to him. The burden is on the individual to seek the legal advice or professional expertise to decide what they have to file and not. I mean, we could literally have a hypothetical question about somebody who made an inappropriate filing on their tax returns, or a professional qualification. At the end of the day, when people present it with you, they are advised to seek expertise and counsel and legal advice about what's appropriate and what's not. That is not up to the transition attorneys to go through someone's livelihood and determine what they need to seek. They were given the proper legal advice at the time, which was to seek expertise in that matter. He had already obtained counsel, and that's.
Transition officials, let me just sort of clarify. The transition officials were not overly concerned by his relationship with the government.
That's not a question of overly concerned, Glenn. The question is, did they provide him the avenue that they were supposed to, which is, did they tell him to seek counsel? And they did. And that's what's supposed to happen.